Wow, getting through that piece was really challenging. I spent a lot more time trying to get that full take of that than I guess I'd kind of hoped today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach you how to play that song. I'm going to bring the camera forward so you can see both my hands, and I'm going to walk you through the whole song. Pretty much no edits, it's just going to be what it is. So if you are a member of the Patreon, grab the transcription. That will be up right now for you to download and have the PDF, or you can use a guitar profile, and I may even put together a sound slice where it's, the video that syncs along for those that are really keen. I want to thank all of my Patreons. I want to thank all of my subscribers recently hitting 10K. If you're not a Patreon, you're still going to I'm still going to walk you through all of this, okay? Even if you give me nothing other than a like, hopefully, and a subscribe. But, and a comment would be great too. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. But if you do want to help out, jump over to the Patreon. Join. You can choose a couple dollars a month, and you'll get the transcription for this and a whole bunch of other material. There's a lot of stuff on there. But enough of that. There is one other thing. I put out a course on Chet style picking stuff, on using a thumb pick, and it covers a lot of the things you'll be getting into in this course. So if you are a bit of a noob to using a thumb pick, check out my thumb pick bootcamp course. It's really, really going to be helpful for something like this. That's what it was designed for, and it's only it's only 25 minutes worth of material. It's not a lot, but in that time it will do a lot for your playing. So it's a lot more time if you actually work through it. The exercises, of course. But anyway, thank you for watching that playthrough, and go grab your guitar. Let's get to work. Okay, so the very beginning of this song, D minor. It's a D minor chord. The song is in D minor, more or less. There's a little tweak to that going on, but I'll get into that later. Play a D minor chord, and what we'll do a bar or two, a couple of bars of this. I can't remember how many I just did in that performance, but let's, for example, say we do 4, okay? We're going to hold a D minor. The pick's going to rest on the 4th string. My 1st, 2nd, and 3rd are going to sit on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, respectively. So I'm picking the 4th string, like that, and I'm just gently curling upwards to play the other 3 strings. Then I hit the 5th string, and I do it again. So that's a bar. Let's say we do 4 of those. Okay, 1, 2, 1. That's perfect. I think that would be about right. So that would be our first 4 bars. And if you're finding that really difficult, just go away and practice that and come back. I mean, you don't obviously have to try and get through this in one sitting. But that's what I've got transcribed there for the first 4 bars. 1, dum, dum, dum. So we're going 4th string, pick, 5th string, pick, 4th string, pick, 5th string, pick. It's quite quick. Give yourself a little break. You might even stop there, or you might stop and not do the fingers for the very last time before we go into the next part. It's up to you. It's just a little bit of a setup, really, before the lead line, and Chet Atkins might have played just a little bit of that, but there's a second guitar in the clip that I learnt this from, so it wasn't really his main duty. So getting into his main duties is this melody. So what's actually happening there, we're playing from, so on your transcription, by the way, this will be from bar 5. Okay, third finger there on the 7th fret. And very simple, use your thumb pick, okay? Just like that. And we play that D. Now, I could tell you how many times to do that, but I really want you to hear that and feel it. Sing it to yourself. If you can hear it in your head, that's really going to help. Okay, and then we're going to the 6th fret of the 2nd string with the 2nd finger. We're coming back to the 7th fret of the 3rd string. Okay, now that very simple line. It repeats again. Okay, then it gets a little trickier here. So this is coming into bar. We get into bar 12, and at the end of bar 12, it begins. Okay, walks into bar 13, which is that note. So we're playing 7 on the 3rd string, 5th on the 2nd string, 6th fret on the 2nd string. Okay. Now, with the picking, if you're using a thumb pick in your first finger, you could probably hybrid pick this song. I know some people will probably want to hold a pick like that. But what you want to do here is pick down and then use your finger for anything off the beat. So 4 and, that's on the 5th fret, and then 1 is back on there. So we're doing this alternate picking, but instead of going down, up with a pick, down with the thumb, okay, and up with the finger. And I'm just using my first finger as, basically, think of it as the upstroke of a pick. This is all covered in the Thumbpick Bootcamp course. I highly, highly recommend it. And I know you're probably going to get tired of me promoting it, but I put a lot of effort into it, and it was, you know, a lot of things that I've learned, a lot of hard lessons that I would like to think make things easy for you. So, now we're on to bar 13, was that 6th fret. So I'm down with the thumb, and then, if you can, you want to use your finger to play that 7, even though it's a bit awkward. So thumb on the 6, first finger on the 7. Okay, we'll get rolling now. Thumb picks down on 5. We pick up with the, I think of it as an upstroke, but with the finger on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, we roll across. Okay, then we play the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Okay, and then the pinky goes to the 8th fret on the 4th string, and I use my finger. And then I use the thumb on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, finger on the 7, thumb on the 8 of the 4th string. We stay on the 4th, we go to the 5th, using the finger. Okay, thumb on the 7 of the 4th string, first finger on the 8th of the 5th string. Then we're going to pick on the 5th fret of the 4th string, finger, 7th fret of the 5th string, pick on the 8th fret, first finger on the 5th fret, this is on the 5th string now, and then what we do is we use the thumb to play the 7th fret, and we slide. Oh, where do we slide to? I think that's right. So, yeah, that's right. So we pick the 7 to the 3, and then open, okay? Like that. Okay, so that's all been broken down for you, if you know. But if you found that a bit tedious and slow, and you just want to sort of hear it at a slow speed. Good one. Sorry, I just need to adjust the pick. It's actually bugging me a little bit. That's better. Okay, and then we get this little lick on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and we hammer to the 3rd, like that, and then open, all on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, open 4th string, and then make a D minor chord, and give it a little strum. So the good news is that all repeats again. All the same. Now it gets a little more wild, and on the transcription we are at bar 21. Now this you could just, we're playing octaves. We've got the 5 on the 5th string, and we've got the 7. So By the way, just to touch on the tonality and the key of what's going on. It's actually all just in D minor. Oh, hang on. Which is also the key of F major, okay? But when we use the rules of F major, okay, but we start on a D, we get a pleasantly dark sound. And that's very common in music. It's just your natural, it's just your Aeolian minor or your minor key, relative minor, okay? So when we go to the next bit, it actually changes to D major. You hear it, you can't hear it there because that's two octaves. There's nothing to tell us that that's a major chord. But when we go to the F sharp, we now understand that we are in the realm of, that's an F sharp right there, as it happens. We're in the realm of D major. So now play that 5, play that 7, lean the first finger on the 4th string. So if you want to strum through, it's going to block that and you get that really cool sound. Wes Montgomery, Django Reinhardt, those two guys really made that sound very well known. So, but what he actually does, he does this kind of Spanish kind of technique. It's like second finger, first finger, thumb. And when I say thumb, obviously thumb pick. So we're on the 5 and the 7. 5 of the 5th, 7 of the 3rd. Go up to the 7th fret, like that. Like that. Okay, and you can see I'm brushing second finger, first thumb. And you want to practice that slow like this. Really slow. You got to practice that for a week. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, I'm not great at it actually. It sounds good at full speed, but I know it's not perfect. It could be better. But anyway, so it's 2, 1, thumb. Then we do it again from the, I think I said 7th fret before. That should be 9. It's 9th fret. Okay, 5 and 7, 9 and 11. Then we do it from the 7 on the 4th string and the 10 of the 2nd string. So that's an A and an A. So D and a D, F sharp and an F sharp, A and an A. They form the notes of a D major arpeggio. Okay. Then we go up to the C, which makes it a D dominant 7, or D major with a D major arpeggio with a flat 7, D dominant 7. So we're now on 10 and 13. And then we get this little run here. Okay. So this is really interesting because we're now playing notes that are quite outside of D. We've got an E flat there, C natural, B flat. Okay. So, not to get too crazy about the details, but this particular idea in this moment is actually a mode of the G harmonic minor scale. We're playing in D, and that would actually be a D mixolydian. I need to think about this one. D. That's the scale. I can't remember what the name of it is, to be honest. It's a mixolydian with a flat 6. Phrygian Dominant, it's called. There we go. That's a D Phrygian Dominant. Sorry for wasting your time. You probably don't care. But it's a great little scale to learn if you want that very exotic sound. So we're working in the Phrygian Dominant idea at this point, and then it resolves. So we're going 13, 10, sorry, 11, 10, 13, 11, 10, and then we get G minor arpeggio like this. So 12, 11, 10. And then we get just another inversion or version of the G minor, which we can do it from here. Okay, like a D minor. Okay, but there. So this is a G minor, like that, and then another G minor like this with the G there. So D, G, and B flat, and then we get the G minor here, and then we get the bottom part of a G minor. We're almost playing a full bar chord here. Okay, and then we play an E7 chord. Get you a little ripple going there, like that. And then we get the 6th fret on the 4th string, the octave, from the 6th fret on the 4th string, and the 9th fret on the 2nd, so that's a G sharp. So we get an E dominant 7, 7, 6, 7, 5. Okay, and then like that. And we go up to the 9th fret with the octave. We go, that was on the 4th, we go over to the 3rd string now. And we're doing the octave there, that's an E. We go up to an F, sorry, that's a D. My bad. These are just notes out of E dominant 7. So the 3rd, G sharp, B, D, and then an F. Okay, which is a flat 9 of an E dominant 7 chord. Okay, really great sound. So 10 and 13, blocking the 2nd string. And we go back a fret. So we've got the E octave, then the D. So we should be doing. And then what we get here is where he slides into an A chord, like that. Alright, so think of a D chord, okay? Take it up here, it's an A chord. Add the 3rd degree of that chord again, because there's one here, and we're going to put one there as well. And we hit the 5th string open, we've got an A chord. So it's an A major, like that. Same technique, and slide in, like that. So come back a fret. So we've got 10, 8, 9, 8. Okay. Strum, slide, come back down again. Then strum, come down again as we slide the whole shape up 1 fret. Then as you strum, slide up, like that. It's very challenging. Strum again, but come back to the previous chord, which was 12, 10, 11, 10, and back to the A. So we're actually going slide into the A, slide up to the B flat after we strum, strum again and slide up to a C. Okay, strum the B flat, strum the A. Okay, so that is, that's a big chunk of it so far, and you're doing really well if you've come this far. Don't forget to check out my Patreon if you're working through this without transcription, and you think, hey, I really appreciate the effort here. This is worth a couple dollars a month, like even from $2 a month, you can have the transcription, and many others. Jump over and have a look. But don't forget to subscribe and put a comment. That really helps too. So the next bit here, we've already done this bit. Same thing. Okay, so, but now we play a D minor, but this time put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string and then lift it up. Okay, that's the only difference. Okay, and then we get that thing at the start, but this time I want you to strum more, like pick the 4th string, strum up like that. So practice that. You pick and then strum with your finger. Pick 4th string, strum with your finger. Pick the 5th string, strum with your finger. Sorry, up. And what you do, this is a little tricky. This bit, 2 and 3 and 4 on the and. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more like that actually. I've actually tabbed this I've notated this in like a double time, so it makes it easy to read. So sometimes I'm calling crotchets quavers because that's probably how it really is, but I notated it as if it was double the speed. So yeah, anyhow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. On the 4, put your pinky down again and push your finger out. See that? So hit the 4th string, lift up your finger, pull up, pick with your thumb the 5th string, and when you do that, you need to pinch with the pinky down again, and then, so let me try that again. I'll do it really slow. Push it out, lift it up, as you hang on. There we go. So as we play the 5th string, we play this note here. And then as you play the 4th string, you lift your pinky and you play that. Sorry, that's actually really complicated, that bit. Oh, I'll do it really slow. So it's all about that alternation. Pinch, and then pinch the 4th string and the 1st string after lifting that finger back up. Okay, sorry, that's probably could have been clearer, but we'll keep moving. So we go back to, so what's happening at this part? Where are we now? So, now we've got this bit, okay? D minor triad. Strum down, up. Let's just see where this is on the transcription. Oh, it's making me do my touch ID. At this point, this is now at bar 57. Okay, D minor. So down, up, like that. Okay. Down, up, slide back, and strum down, and then come forward and strum up. And then put your pinky across all the 10th frets, okay, of the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string, and do down, up. And then we do down on this, so we've got 4, 5, and 6. Strum down, and as you come up, slide the chord up. And then from here, put your leave everything but you'll want to move this finger over and put your pinky there on the 3rd string. Okay, so we're on 7, 7, 6, 5. So we just need that extra note down here to thicken it up a little bit. And then drop back, and then come back up like that. Then the next thing we're doing is we're sliding down, and we're just playing a D5. Okay, so 2nd fret on the 3rd string and 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Strum the 4th string as well. So that whole thing. Quite challenging, but this next bit gets even harder. So the next thing we're doing, okay, and this is now at bar 60. I've got to read that. 61. That goes like this: 15 and 13. Okay, so 15, 13, 13, 12, 11, 10, 10, 8, 8, 6. Okay, 6, 5. Back to the 8, 6. Okay, so let me just play that for you. Okay, so that's that little bit. And then it gets even harder. So same thing. From here, it goes like this. Alright, let me do that again. Yeah, so we actually... Let me just... So from here... I'll do it from here again. I've confused myself. So from here, 5 and 3, bring the 3rd finger up to the 6th fret and add your pinky to the 7th of the 3rd. Then we come back to the 5th fret and add that note again. So we've gone, and we go back to where we were on the 7 and the 6. Then what we do, we play the 6 on the 3rd, 5 on the 2nd, and slide down. So, and then flatten your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd and 3rd string. And we do this. So we're going... Okay. So... Slide, hammer. So it's a double stop. 3 and 3, 5 and 5 on the 3rd and 2nd string. Hammer. Slide back to the 2s. And then we go open 3rd, 3rd fret, 4th string. 2nd fret, 4th string. Open. Give the D minor a little strum. Okay. So that whole passage. Okay, this is, there's a lot in this tutorial. Okay, there's a lot of hard stuff, a lot of challenging stuff, and it's about to get a little bit harder. So the next bit here, okay, I actually haven't transcribed this part. I'm doing this by rote now, so I apologize I can't quote the bar numbers. But hopefully it's in the chat. I'll put something in the chapters. So this part, now we go. Really easy, okay? Just 15 and 17. It's this again. Okay. So after the second time. Okay, so we play this. What I'll do, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. You're probably thinking, but it looks pretty hard. But the good news is there's some uniformity to it that makes it not insanely difficult. But just a challenging thing to practice is getting this pattern where you're picking the 1st string, the 3rd string, and then the 2nd string. Okay, so that's hard. I don't know, doing it fast is hard. So keep in mind, the pattern doesn't change. First, third, second. So now we're just going to focus on this hand, and you might even want to practice this first. Okay, let's get the shape. So it's like a minor shape from the third finger's on the 15th, first finger's on the 13th. So let's go from the first finger. Minor shape from the 13, major shape from the 12, or think of like a D shape, 12, 12, 13. So we move that major shape back 2. We drag the third finger back 1 fret, play the minor shape. We take the minor shape back 2. We drag the third finger back 2 frets and play the major shape. We move the third finger back 1 fret and we play this shape here. This is actually a dominant 7 shape, or half diminished shape, but let's not get into it too much. So that's 3, 5, 3. I'm flattening. And then I drag the third finger back and I play the first fret of the first string and then the third fret of the second string, open first string, strum this A7, and then we get that D minor like that. Okay, we do that same lick as before. So when you combine it with this hand, that's that. Battery is telling me we're flat, so I'll just stop it here and we'll come back to it in a sec, so you might notice an edit. Okay, we've lost the high quality camera in favor of the iPhone, so we can get on with the lesson. I would have just finished the descending passage with the major and minor arpeggios, and so that's really challenging, that bit. If you've got that, you're nearly home and hosed, but there's this last passage now that goes like this, okay? So this is, believe it or not, this took me less time to figure out than nearly anything in the song, because it's a fairly uniform pattern, and it's just something I've already worked on in other songs that Chet does. So what's happening here, it's gone to that D major or D dominant 7 section, okay? And this little chord here is actually a D dominant 7. We've got the C, which is the 7th degree, or flat 7, I should say. Major third there, which is the F sharp. And we've got the 10th fret there on the second string, which is an A, which is the 5th degree of D. So we pick the 4th string with the thumb. Okay, so it goes. And what we do is we're picking the 4th string with the thumb, 3rd string with the finger, 2nd finger plays the 2nd string, okay? So it's like a roll, boom, 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 like that. And then we just move our hand down a string and repeat. And we bring it back and repeat. So we're just doing this pattern that we're displacing the hand. So 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Just let it sit for a little bit. You could probably, I can't recall whether he played right through it, but I ended up playing it like this. Thought that sounded more than good enough and quite nice. Even if you give it a little strum, it's really, really quite nice. So practice that very slowly. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we do that twice. Now we do the exact same pattern, but we do it up at the 12th fret, like this, 12, 12, and 11. That's a G minor now. So the chords we're basically playing D7, G minor, okay, same pattern exactly with the right hand. Nothing changes. Okay, just the left hand changes. Again, nothing changes, but what we do here, you could go from here and just push the 3rd finger to the 13, 1st finger goes to 12, and get your fingers nice and tall. So we keep hearing that 1st string ringing open, by the way, the whole time that's been open. And we do that. Or I prefer to just use the D type shape. And we're playing an E7. We've got the 7th degree, the D, okay, flat 7th degree. We've got the major 3rd there, the G sharp of E, and we've got the 5th degree there. And the open 1st string, it's actually the root note. So do one of those, and then we mix these notes around, but basically play the same notes, G sharp, D, and E, and the open E string. So we're keeping in keeping with an E7. So so that whole passage, nice and slow. Oh, it was only one. Like that. And then we get this from before. Okay, so this bit, and the very end, so we're up to the very end now, it's the same as earlier on. Okay, but this part, hit your D. I would get the second fret there on the third string as well, like a little chord. Then E, F, okay, or second fret, third fret, open G, A, play the A again, but get the C sharp on the second string. Okay, this one, so flatten it. Then play D, open E, F, then G. Was that it? Yeah, that's right. And then we do an A chord, so an A major chord with the pinky on the 5th fret of the first string. And then we finish with this D minor. Like that. I don't actually know what he played at the end there. I think that's what he was about to play before the video cuts off what I learnt it from. But that's what I did. 7, 7, 7, 6, and 10. It's just another way to play a D minor chord. Instead of playing an A there, I want the root note at the top because it resolves it better. So that end passage. I think I'm making that up. I don't think that's exactly what it was. I'm hearing something different now, which happens sometimes when you're slowing it down and hearing it in a tutorial. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't go, my bad, it doesn't go to the G. Okay, so it actually, what it does, my apologies, if you've come this far, I'm sure you're not too mad at me because you've gotten a lot of information. Yeah, hopefully I'm not undoing all my good work. So we actually go from the A, D, okay, E, and then play, instead of playing that F and then going to G, on that F, play a D minor chord. Okay, then you play the G, and then don't play the G. Why do I keep saying that? No. That's right. Okay, so then we play the A after the D minor chord. So don't play that F, just play D minor chord and you'll get the F anyway. Then the A, and then that's the end. There we go. Not an easy chord to play, actually. I don't know. I could have just done this. Would have been easier. But, you know, I like to take the hard road. Alright, that's it. If you have... I'm really warm. That was hard work. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're not a member of the Patreon, obviously check it out. But at least leave a comment and let me know what you think. And thank you for working through. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any feedback, please let me know. And thanks to everyone for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. It was my thing was really just to put out a really hard-working, in-depth tutorial on a really great piece of guitar work, which is what this is all about. That's why I'm here. So hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.